Hi folks and welcome. Today I'm going to be looking over some trainers here. I'm going to do a fake versus real and also talk about inspired by as well. Now, having a look over these sneakers, you can probably tell one set really does stick out and are definitely not genuine. These ones right here. You can see here has a double G logo and also the B and the green and red detail here, which is very synonymous with Gucci. These ones here are more sort of inspired by. They don't say Gucci anywhere on them. And they're quite a blatant rip-off of their design. I've seen similar ones as well. Instead of the G's, it's C's or E's. So that leaves these two pair here. Now, can you tell which ones are fake, which ones are genuine? I'll do some close-ups. As you can see, the pattern here is quite consistent on both shoes. And it's the same with this pair here as well. Side view. And also the soles. Some of you may have spotted which ones are fake. They are quite a good pair of replicas. It's actually these ones here. I actually bought these online because myself, I thought they were genuine. It wasn't until I received them that I seen they were fake. In cases like this, I can usually return them, no problem at all. But I actually bought it off a charity store. To be honest, I don't mind them keeping the money for them. Plus I can use them for videos like this. As I said, these are actually quite a really decent set of replicas compared to a lot of the fakes that I've seen. However, they're not perfect. And I'm going to go through a few things that I kind of spotted that may help you if you're out and about and you maybe spot a pair, just to help you determine if they may be fakes. Now, I'm not an authenticator or anything like that, and I totally recommend that if you want to check out if your shoes are real or not, is to actually go to an authenticator. There are many available online, and they're quick and easy to use, and not that expensive. So as I say, in this video, I'm just going to go through a few of the differences. It may help you out, or you may just find it interesting. So the first thing I look at when I'm looking at Gucci products is the quality. Gucci are really sort of infamous for having good quality. Having a look at this, as I said, the pattern did match up and looked okay in the photos, hence why I got them. But looking closer, you can see a few flaws. Take for instance here, if you have a look at these lace holes, you can actually see they're not very even and they're a little bit out of sync. This one's out of place compared to the rest of them. Also the quality of them. As you can see here, there's a tiny little join right there. Whereas in the genuine ones, they're a solid ring. Good quality. Another thing to look for is the stitching. But in these pair here, the stitching is actually really quite nice, as you can see. But sometimes you'll find the stitching will be off. Having a look at the sole, it is the correct design here. And it may be hard to tell, especially if you've not got another pair against them. But the actual pattern here is quite rough. As you can see when we compare the two together, this is really quite a rough pattern. This is more smooth and defined. Still, it's not the worst I've seen. Now, comparing both Gucci logos, you can see here, this one's a bit more defined. A little bit thinner. This one again, it's not too bad, but it's not as well defined. Again, If you've not got something to compare it against, it might be quite hard to notice. Another thing I did notice, as you can see here, these chevrons. Now in the genuine pair, you can see they're angled here, as on this pair, but as you turn them round, you can see on the fake pair, these ones start to straighten up. Go right round to this side, you can see here that the fake pair is a totally different angle from the other side, whereas the genuine ones have kept the same angle all the way round. I wouldn't take this as a definite sign to look for if you are trying to check if they're genuine or not. It may just be with these ones that it's like that. There are all different types of counterfeits. Now we get into the inside of the shoe and the construction, and here it becomes really telling which ones are fake and which ones are genuine. Having a look inside, you should be able to see a big difference. The first thing I've noticed is the tongue here. This material only goes down to here. The rest of it's missed out. Not too great. And here we can see it's actually a cut in the material, and it ends in there. So if you look at a genuine pair, material's all the way down, and it's sewn in quite nicely. Now, that's not the only telltale sign. Having a look at the insoles, just doesn't look right. This Gucci logo is much bigger. But not only that, when you flip them over, big difference. These are not what they use in genuine Gucci shoes. The quality you can feel is totally different. This one here, which does have some glue on the bottom, hence why it's marked. As you can see the difference. This is a big telltale sign. It's one of the things I do quite often when I'm looking at Gucci shoes, is just to take out the insole if they come out. Just watch, because sometimes they are glued in and you don't want to damage a shoe. But yeah, overall, the quality of this as well, it's just stuck to it. With the insoles out, you can get a good look inside. That's when you can see some obvious differences. This isn't really a great quality design of pattern, as you can see this one is. Also, the sole's been stitched in. This is just glue, by the way, but as you can see, it has stitching around here. And this one doesn't. Also, this is just placed in, stuck in place. And when you look at it here, it's just a thin piece of material, and also not great construction. Not the worst fakes I've ever seen, but not anywhere near Gucci standard. There are a few other differences that's probably not really noticeable unless you've got a comparison side by side. A lot of the ones I went over is maybe things you can spot if you were just looking at them in person without something to compare them against. But I'm going to go over a couple of other things anyway. For instance, the shape of the tongue. And also, this material on the heel. It's a lot thicker in this one than that one. And these lines here, these are more rounded, whereas these are more square here. And in general, these feel a lot better quality wise. And just looking, you can see the difference in person, especially looking side by side. It has a totally different feel to it. And as I've said in another video, I don't usually compare the laces, just because sometimes the laces are changed. I do it quite often in mine, so don't use them as a sign for authenticity. Well folks, thanks for watching. I hope you found that quite informative, as well as entertaining. As I said, I'm in no way an authenticator, but just thought I'd go over some of the differences between the two shoes, just so you get a little bit of an idea yourself, especially if you're out and about, maybe spot a pair in a shop. You have a little bit more of an idea of what to look for when inspecting them. One thing I look out for all the time with any Gucci sort of product is quality. It's a big giveaway. Even if I've not got anything to compare it against, double check what the quality is like, because if it's low quality or if it has errors in it, it wouldn't be released by Gucci. As I said, thanks for watching, and if you like that, feel free to leave a thumbs up. It really does help the channel. Also, if you want to see more, feel free to check out my other videos, and to see any future ones, hit that subscribe button and bell notification. Have a good day.